Things I thought could never happen. Me in a punk band?
What?
We Are Lady Parts, a new original comedy streaming only on Peacock.
A confused mix of hash anthems and sour girl power. Syra, vocals. Aisha, drummer. Bisma, bassist. Mumtaz, band manager. And me, Amina, lead guitar.
You were really good until you puked all over the front row. Ew.
We Are Lady Parts. All episodes streaming now. Only on Peacock.
Celebrate this July 4th with a special presentation of A Capital Fourth. Join your host Vanessa Williams with performances from Sea to Shining Sea, starring Jimmy Buffett, Gladys Knight, Alan Jackson, Cynthia Erivo, Pentatonics, Renee Fleming, Train, Jennifer Nettles, Mickey Guyton, Jimmy Allen, Ali E. Cravalho, Laura Osnes, Ali Stroker, and the greatest live fireworks display in the USA. It's A Capital Fourth, sponsored by the Boeing Company and American Airlines. Sunday, July 4th, 8/7 Central. Only on PBS.
The USA Radio Network presents the greatest radio programs of all time.
Jack Benny Program.
Look, Bud, I said your money or your life. I'm thinking it over.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Straighten up that closet one of these days.
This is classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
The Bob Hope Show, transcribed direct from Hollywood.
Well, hello. Come right in. Oh, George, we've got company.
From Hollywood, the George Burns and Gracie Allen Show.
Now here's your host, Wyatt Cox.
Comedy this hour, Lucille Ball, Richard Denning, starring in My Favorite Husband. It's their last show of the 1948-49 season, entitled Reminiscing. This was originally broadcast July 1st, 1949.
It's time for My Favorite Husband, starring Lucille Ball.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, it's the new Gay Family series starring Lucille Ball with Richard Denning. And now, transcribed, Lucille Ball with Richard Denning as Liz and George Cooper. Two people who live together and like it. And now, let's look in on the Coopers. It's evening, and in the living room we find a strange sight. On the floor, completely covering the rug, is a sea of papers, scissors, paste, wastebaskets, and snapshots. And in the middle, like a small island, is Liz Cooper with a scrapbook on her lap.
Liz, aren't you through working on that scrapbook? I thought we were going to a movie.
We are. I'll be ready in a minute.
Well, honey, can't you do that later? You know how I hate to come in after the movie has started.
So you missed the first 3 minutes. What's the difference? It's always the same. MGM presents.
Oh, I didn't mean that part.
Well, I'll be ready in just a second, honey. I only have about 4 more things to paste in our scrapbook.
Well, hurry up.
Well, I am hurrying. Now, what did I do with that? Oh, you're standing on it, dear. Lift your foot.
What's that?
That's a picture of the car we bought last year.
Let's see. Oh, this picture must have been taken before you started driving. It's got 4 fenders.
Now, George, I couldn't help what happened. All I did was forget to turn and went straight. Would have been all right if we weren't on a dead-end street.
That was such a beautiful car. I miss it. You know, it's still stuck in that house, Liz.
It is? I'll bet they're the only people in town with a new Hudson in the kitchen.
I'll never forget the day I taught you to drive.
Yeah, you're laughing now, but you weren't laughing then.
Well, I'm more mature now. I aged 10 years that day.
Now, I thought I did real well. Remember, you took me out and...
Okay, Liz. There isn't much traffic on this back road. I guess you can start driving now.
All right, here I go. I push the starter button down like this. George, the starter button's broken.
No, it isn't.
Well, then why doesn't it start?
Push it in long enough and you'll find out.
But nothing's Ow! Why did it get hot?
Because it's the cigarette lighter.
what a dirty trick. Now, don't tell me. Is this it?
Try it and see.
Okay. Well, it must be broken. That was the radio.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to suggest anything radical, but what do you think that little button that says starter is for?
Oh, I guess I'm excited. Here we go. Hooray, it started.
Congratulations.
Why aren't we going?
You forgot a little thing called putting it in gear.
Oh, that.
No!
Am I doing something wrong, George?
Throw out the clutch.
What's the matter with it?
Nothing.
Well, then why should I throw it out?
Step on the clutch. Push it in.
Well, why didn't you say so? My goodness, you get so excited.
I'm not excited.
Then what's that white stuff around your mouth?
It's just a little foam. Now you have the clutch out and the motor on. Now shift into low.
Now, wait a minute. Low is up here, isn't it?
No.
Oh, I know. Down here. Up here?
There's only one place left.
Oh, it's here. There. Now what do I do?
Let the clutch out.
Okay.
Whoa!
What happened? George, say something.
Wait till I get my head out of the back seat. I think my neck is broken.
This car doesn't work very well.
Start it again. I'll brace myself.
All right. How am I driving, George?
Fine, except for one little thing.
What's that?
You're driving on the wrong side of the road.
Well, what's the difference? There aren't any cars coming.
Oh! As a favor to me and the insurance company, will you please pull over?
Well, I'd be delighted.
Well, go ahead. Here comes a car. No, wait. Stay on this side. He's going around you.
What a reckless driver. Now, he shouldn't have gone up on two wheels like that.
Liz, let's come to a stop.
Well, why should I stop? I'm doing fine. Now, just let me alone.
Look, the motor vehicle department is on this corner, and I thought you wanted to get your license today.
Oh, I do. Do you think I'm ready?
Well, if we wait till you're ready, you'll be too old for a license. Now, come to a stop.
All right. What do I do?
Put your hand out. Signal for a stop.
Okay.
Now shift into neutral.
Okay.
Oh, look out! Liz, you almost hit that tree. Why did you take both hands off the wheel?
You told me to.
I did not.
You did, too. You told me to shift with my right hand and signal with my left, and I didn't have any hands left over to steer. What do you think I am, an octopus?
No. Now, look, honey. Now, just calm down and go in there and take your driver's test.
Well, do you really think I'll pass it?
Sure. You remember everything you did today, don't you?
Yes.
Well, do just the opposite.
All right.
Good luck, dear.
Now, let's see. When you hear a siren, you pull over and let it go by. When you pass a streetcar on the right at 15 miles an hour, I wonder how fast you can pass it on the left.
Yes?
Oh, how do you do? I'd like to get a driver's license, please.
All right. Name, please.
Elizabeth Cooper.
Address?
321 Bundy.
Uh-huh. A race?
Of course not. I don't even have a driver's license.
I think this is going to be one of my bad days. How much do you weigh?
Yes.
285.
Very amusing. 118.
How old are you?
21.
You know, I haven't missed on that one in a long time. It's funny, there are no women drivers in the United States over 21.
May I have my license now?
Not yet. I have some more questions to ask you. Eyes?
Yes, 2. They're blue.
Thank you.
And red.
What?
My hair is red. That's the next question, isn't it?
Naturally.
Well, just a henna rinse now and then.
Well, now for the fingerprint. Give me your right thumb, please.
What for?
I want to hitch a ride home and mine is tired. I'm going to take your thumbprint.
I don't want to put my thumb in that dirty old ink.
Now, this won't hurt a bit. Just give me
I
your
don't
right hand and we'll put it in the ink.
Well, did you get my fingerprint?
Yes, right on the end of my nose.
Congratulations. Now may I have my license?
No. Let's test your eyes. Now, I'll hold this white card over your eye. Tell me what you see.
A white card.
No, what do you see out of the other eye?
Nothing.
Why not?
It's closed.
Read those letters on the wall over there.
Okay. M-E-N.
Never mind. Go ahead on to the driving part of the test. You're not going to pass that.
What makes you so sure?
I know the man who's going to give you the test.
Who is it?
Me!
Oh, no!
Oh, I can't understand it, Liz. If you made that fellow so mad, why did he give you a license?
Well, as soon as he saw how I drove, we made sort of a bargain. He said he'd give me my license if I'd let him out of the car.
I'll make a bargain with you. Let's go to the show.
Yeah, all right, George. We'll go right... Oh, look what I found.
What now?
The best thing in the whole scrapbook.
What?
A recipe for how to fix Jell-O. I heard it on the radio one night and I wrote it down. Made such an impression on me, I can almost hear them doing it right now.
And while they do their Jell-O commercial, we'll do ours. My Favorite Husband, starring Lucille Ball and Richard Denning, July 1st, 1949. Classic radio theater on your favorite station.
You know, if you feel like you're stuck with a healthcare plan that isn't affordable or you simply don't like it, right now is a great time to switch to MediShare. The typical family saves $500 a month when they join MediShare, and what's more, they like it. MediShare has double the customer satisfaction rate compared to the typical health insurance plan. That's double. So you get a massive network of providers to choose from. You get telehealth services, and MediShare is the most trusted name in healthcare sharing. It's been around for more than 25 years, shared more than $4 billion in healthcare bills. Here's why now really is the time to make the switch, too. You can start saving each month, which is huge, but right now, they'll waive your joining fee. So you'll save another $170 right off the bat. But again, it's a limited time offer. You got to call now. And it only takes 2 minutes to find out how much you'd save by switching. Here's the number, 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE, 833-34-BIBLE.
The best companion a pillow has ever had. You've heard me talking about Mike Lindell's Giza Dreams bed sheets now for a couple of years. They're the perfect companion to the MyPillow. Made with the world's best cotton called Giza, grown only in a region between the Sahara Desert, the Mediterranean Sea, and the Nile River. Its long staple cotton makes it ultra soft and breathable. And just like the MyPillow, there's a 60-day money-back guarantee, 10-year warranty. Try it for yourself. Mike Lindell and I promise you'll sleep better or you get your money back. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the radio listener special, use my promo code USA. You'll get 2-for-1 pricing plus free shipping, but only by using my promo code USA, or call 1-800-951-8175 and ask for the Giza Dream Sheets special. And the promo code USA gets you up to 66% off the entire line of MyPillow products. Sleep better with the Giza Dreams bed sheets and save at MyPillow.com. Promo code USA.
Hi, this is Michael, creator of Michael's MNP supplements. Let's talk energy. Do you wake up tired even after a full night's sleep? Does keeping up with your family and or your job leave you exhausted by noon? Do you find yourself turning way too early in the day and too often to caffeine-loaded drinks just to get you through it all? Why not turn to Michael's MNP's Energy Factors instead? Our energy factors are safe, healthy, and a natural way to keep your body energized and without that caffeine crash that you get from those laden drinks. Visit us today at michaelshealth.com.
This is Pastor Greg, and I use Energy Factors. They're great. Order yours today at michaelshealth.com. That's michaelshealth.com, and use Pastor Greg for your special discount. That's Pastor Greg, and get your special discount today.
Been thinking about McDonald's all day. Can't get it off my mind. I can already taste it. Ooh, got my mind on my mouth and my mouth ready for some Mickey D's deal.
There's a deal for every moment at McDonald's.
Right now, get 2 of your favorites for just $3.50. Mix and match a classic McChicken, a hot and spicy McChicken, or a juicy McDouble. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Thanks for tuning in to Classic Radio Theater on your favorite station. July 1st, 1949, My Favorite Husband.
And now, back to the Coopers. 2 hours ago, Liz and George started to go to a movie, but they were sidetracked by a scrapbook that Liz was pasting things in. Well, right now, George is getting up from the floor and saying for the 10th time,
Honey, look at the time. If we're going to the movie, let's get started.
All right, dear, I'm coming right... Oh, George, remember that affidavit you made me sign?
What are you talking about?
Look, I, Liz Cooper, solemnly swear that I will not interrupt any of my husband's stories, even if I've heard them 100 times.
I remember that now. Brother, it certainly didn't last very long. You're still interrupting my stories.
Only the ones I've heard more than 100 times.
Very funny.
George, remember the night you made me sign that? You were so mad at me. The Atterberries were over for dinner, and afterwards we went into the living room, and you started telling her cries. Oh, Katie, we've got to do something fast. Make some coffee, serve some food, anything.
What's the matter, Mrs. Cooper?
The Atterberries just made a terrible mistake.
Oh, good heavens, what did they do?
Well, George told one of his funny stories, and they laughed at it.
Oh, dear.
Now he'll go on and on telling stories all night. One person snickers, and George thinks his last name is Jessel.
I'll put the coffee on right away.
Yeah, and make some nice thick sandwiches. He won't be able to talk so much with his mouth full. I'll go back in and try to change the subject.
And the fellow said, no, I don't want that kind of frosting on the top of the wedding cake. Take it back and fix it. Well, anyway, to make a long story short.
It's too late, Cooper boy.
Oh, anyway.
Oh, George, don't tell that story. It's so old.
Please, Liz. Well, the fellow came back.
Besides, the Atterberries know that story.
They do not.
They do, too. Everybody does. Don't you?
Well,
I'm not sure. Oh, you know, the baker has just finished a 5-layer wedding cake, and he asks the customer where he wants it delivered, and the customer says, no place, I'll eat it here.
No, we hadn't heard it.
Oh, I apologize, George. They haven't heard it. Go ahead and tell it.
Thanks a lot.
Well, I thought they'd heard it.
Maybe this will teach you that the stories I tell aren't as old as you think they are, and everybody hasn't heard them.
Yes, George.
Oh, if you think that was funny, Mr. Atterbury, did I ever tell you about the time?
Katie's fixing sandwiches and coffee for all of us.
Oh, that'll be nice, Liz.
Splendid, yes, like that, like sandwiches, rye bread.
Well, it's a very funny story, really. It all started on our honeymoon.
Anyone read any good books lately? Have you, Iris?
Elizabeth?
Ooh, he's mad.
Just what are you trying to do?
Please, George, not that broken-down old story about our honeymoon. Now, I know they've heard that one.
Mr. Atterbury, have I told you the story about what happened to Liz and me on our honeymoon?
Not tonight.
Oh. Well, Mrs. Atterbury, did I tell you the funny thing that happened to Liz and me on our honeymoon?
Yes, you did.
Oh. Well, Liz, did I
was there.
Oh, that's right.
George, if you have to tell a story, why don't you tell about last 4th of July? Now, there's one you tell wonderfully. It's really a scream.
Well, I don't have to tell a story, you know. I'll live without it.
Well, all right, George. Maybe we should all play bridge. Bridge would be fine.
Yes, I haven't played bridge for a long time. Play bridge. Yes, contract. I prefer it. Yeah.
Last 4th of July was pretty funny at that.
As you were, bridge players.
Liz?
Go ahead, George. It's a very funny story, and I'd like to hear it again. Go ahead.
Well, the Smiths and the Sturms were going on a picnic with us. Well, we started out that morning about, 10 o'clock, and we took along...
It was 12 o'clock.
It was 10 o'clock.
It was 12 o'clock.
Well, what's the difference?
2 hours.
I mean to the story. It doesn't make a darn bit of difference.
It does, too. That's why we were late, and Well, I don't want to spoil the story. Go ahead.
Anyway, we got to the picnic grounds and...
The cars. Don't forget the cars.
Oh, that's right. Well, there were 3 cars. I was first, Howie Sturm was in back of me, and Bill Smith was driving the last car.
Oh, you're ruining the whole thing.
Would you like to tell the story, Liz?
No, but I'm just helping you to tell it right. Howie was first, Bill was second, and we were last.
Maybe Bill was first, you were second, and Howie was last.
Rudolph.
Well, it is. It was the only combination left.
No, Rudolph, there's one more. It might have been Bill first, Howie second.
I take it back. We all went in the same bus.
Well, that's the coward's way out.
Anyway, we got to the picnic grounds about 2 o'clock.
Don't look at me. I'm not going to say anything more.
Good.
I'm not going to tell you what you left out.
We got to the picnic... Did you have to say that, Liz?
I didn't open my mouth.
What did I leave out?
Nothing. Go on. Finish your story.
Well, we spread the food out, and it started to rain.
It poured.
So we all ran for the car, and when we got there...
Well, what happened, boy?
What's the matter, George?
Oh, you interrupted me so much I forget how it ends.
Oh, you're a wonderful story. Oh, George, I'll never forget the look on your face. I felt so sorry for you.
Well, look at my pathetic expression now, Liz. I want to go to a movie.
All right, poor little baby. Well... Oh, look at this, George.
What is it?
The Valentine you gave me this year.
Oh, gee, I'd forgotten.
Yeah, well, that's a man for you. I remember perfectly. We were sitting at the breakfast table when you gave it to me. Oh, George, this Valentine is beautiful. You know the real reason I like Valentine's Day? Because it's such a good excuse to be all mushy and gushy about you.
Yeah? What's your excuse the other 364 days? You're mushy all the time.
Yeah, but on Valentine's Day, I can be mushy and loud. I love you, George!
Liz, keep quiet!
I love you, George!
What about Katie?
Katie loves you, too, George!
What about the lady next door?
What about the lady next door?
Well, she might hear you. Now simmer down.
All right, I'll be quiet. I love you, George.
Now, that's better.
Do you love me, George?
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, George. Anybody want more coffee? No, thank you, Katie. What are we whispering for? Oh, it was just a joke, Katie. We were kidding about Valentine's Day.
Kidding?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should never joke about Valentine's Day. Oh, it's a beautiful occasion.
Why, Katie, I think you have a boyfriend.
Well, I've written a Valentine poem, and I'm going to give it to...
To whom?
I'm going to give it to...
Is that his first or his last name?
Oh, Mrs. Cooper, it's for Mr. Dabney, the butcher.
Oh, old heavy thumb.
Oh, we've got more straight ahead. This was the last show of the 1948-49 season of My Favorite Husband, and they chose to do a best-of show, which was a rarity at the time. July 1st, 1949, Lucille Ball and Richard Denning starring in My Favorite Husband. The conclusion in 4 minutes on Classic Radio Theater.
Buying a home can feel like navigating uncharted waters. Redfin agents can help. They'll answer your questions with honest advice so you know exactly what you're getting into. They'll also help you tour as many homes as you want and show you what it takes to make a winning offer. With a Redfin agent on your side, you can sail straight to your dream home. Local expertise from Redfin. That's real estate done right. Tour subject to property and agent availability. Virginia Office Falls Church, VA. 844-759-7732.
At Total Wine & More, we know what pairs perfectly with summer. Go ahead, test us.
What goes best with a beach trip?
This crisp rosé.
A pool party?
Try these craft beers.
Oh, you're good.
Wondrous selection, helpful guides, ridiculously low prices. Total Wine & More.
Classic Radio Theater friends and family, you've heard me talking about the MyPillow Premium Pillow Special, which continues now. At least at the moment, you go and click on the Radio Listener Square and use my promo code USA, and you'll get a MyPillow Premium Pillow at $60 off, $29.95 for standard or queen size kings, or $5 more. But let me tell you just a moment about what I enjoy. When I lay down on my bed, it takes me next to no time to go to sleep. And that's because I have a MyPillow not just for my head, but for the rest of my body, with my MyPillow mattress topper. You know, why spend thousands of dollars for a brand new mattress when just for a fraction of that, you can get a MyPillow mattress topper? It's an exclusive 3-layer design with a layer of MyPillow foam for support, a layer of transitional foam to help relieve pressure points, and an ultra-soft patented temperature-relieving cover. 10-year warranty, cover that's washable and dryable, made in the USA. It is backed by Mike's 60-day money-back guarantee. You don't like it, send it back, you get your money back. You can save 30% when you use my promo code USA, or call 1-800-951-8175, and Mike will give you 2 standard MyPillows absolutely free. That's promo code USA, or call 1-800-951-8175. Use my promo code USA. That promo code will save you up to 66% on the entire line of MyPillow products. Easiest thing, go to MyPillow.com, click on the Radio Listener Square, use my promo code USA. That's the best way to get a great deal of savings on MyPillow products.
This isn't just basketball. This is the NBA playoffs. And with William Hill Sportsbook, you can dial up the playoff intensity from the palm of your hand. Just download the William Hill mobile app, and your first bet of up to $500 is risk-free using promo code RADIORF.
New users only. Must be 21 years or older and present in Virginia to bet. Paid and free bets. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call, text, or chat our confidential and toll-free helpline at 1-888-532-3500.
William Hill Sportsbook, proud partner of the NBA. Let's make it interesting.
The only thing better than grinding all night for your side hustle is your roommate picking you up with Mickey D's breakfast. The perfect pickup deal.
There's a deal for every morning at McDonald's.
Right now, taste breakfast perfection when you get a warm and savory sausage McMuffin with egg for just $2.50. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
Thank you for tuning in to Classic Radio Theater here on your favorite station. Now the conclusion of My Favorite Husband from July 1st, 1949.
Oh, old heavy thumb.
The butcher your boyfriend, Katie?
Oh, not exactly, but I've always liked him.
Well, you could do worse than Mr. Dabney. He's quite attractive and a good butcher.
Some people may have better beef, but his liver's good. And And no one has oxtail and pig's feet like his.
What's it cost to see him?
Never mind. Well, I do have a problem, though, Mrs. Cooper. I haven't got the nerve to give Mr. Dabney the valentine I wrote to him, and he'll be here any minute with his delivery. So would you give it to him for me?
Why, sure, Katie. Anything to help out romance.
Yeah, well, I can't watch this. I'm going to the bank. Goodbye, dear.
Goodbye, darling.
Oh, here's the valentine, Mrs. Cooper. Oh, I'm so nervous.
What have you got on this, Katie?
Well, I wanted it scented with an odor he'd like.
But it's all soggy. What'd you do, soak it in perfume?
No, bacon grease.
Well, now that's romantic.
Oh, that's Mr. Dabney. I know his buzz.
Well,
I'll hide in the dining room until he's gone.
Okay.
Hi. Oh, hello, Miss Cooper.
Well, hello, Mr. Dabney. Come on in.
Here's your meat order, Miss Cooper. Fresh from Dabney's, the home of happy ham hocks.
Thank you, Mr. Dabney.
It's a pleasure.
Oh, Mr. Dabney, before you go, I have something for you. It's a personal matter.
Yeah.
Yes, I happen to know that one of your customers thinks you're rather nice.
No.
Yes. She's been too bashful to tell you, but since this is Valentine's Day, she wants you to know she likes you a lot.
You know something, Miss Cooper?
What?
I like you a lot, too.
Oh, no. Now, wait a minute. I'm not the one.
You're still bashful, eh? You little minx, you.
Oh, just a second now. I'm speaking for someone else.
What's that you're hiding behind your back?
Oh, how did I get mixed up in this? Well, here, this will straighten things out. It's a valentine.
Oh, Miss Cooper, I feel like such a heel. I ain't got one for you.
Oh, now stop this nonsense.
If I'd have only known, I'd have brought you a heart-shaped piece of salami.
Never mind. Look, just read this valentine and you'll see what I'm trying to tell you.
All right. Liz. Oh, it looks beautiful. And how did you know my favorite aroma, Swift's Premium?
Read the valentine.
All right. If you'll be mine, then I'll be thine. You set my heart a quiver. Say you'll be my valentine and bring 2 pounds of liver.
Well, that's a practical thought.
Oh, Miss Cooper, this is touching. Did you write this all by your little self?
For the last time, no. Look at the signature.
Well, it's signed. Your bashful redhead.
Oh, no. Katie! Katie, where are you?
Oh, don't try to pretend, Liz.
Now, you stay on that side of the kitchen table and listen to me. Katie wrote this. I didn't.
Don't try to fight this thing. It's bigger than both of us.
Now, stop talking like that, Mr. Dabney. What about Katie?
She's bigger than both of us, too. Oh, Miss Cooper, I admired you for years. Each little lamb chop you bought, I personally put the pants on. Come here, you bashful redhead.
Listen to me. Katie has red hair, too. We're both redheads. Katie's the one for you.
Listen, 2 houses may have red roofs, but you don't pick the one with the sagging foundation.
Oh, it was awful. I had to barricade the kitchen door.
I'd forgotten all about that.
Well, Mr. Dabney hasn't. We haven't had a tender steak since I jilted him.
Hey, that scrapbook really brings back a lot of wonderful memories. What else do you have in there?
No more talk about the scrapbook. We're going to the movie right now. What time is it?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock? Oh, no. But it was fun reminiscing, wasn't it, George? We'll go to the movie tomorrow night, huh?
Yeah.
Kiss me.
You talked me into it.
Hold me tight, George.
Okay.
Tighter. Tighter. Tighter.
Oh, but Liz!
Go on, pretend I'm a sack of walnuts and crack my shells.
Oh, you're crazy, but you're awful cute.
Honey, you know something.
What?
You're my favorite husband.
Listening to My Favorite Husband, starring Lucille Ball with Richard Denning, and based on characters created by Isabel Scott Rorick. Tonight's transcribed program was produced and directed by...
Wait a minute, Bob. This is the last show until fall, and I want to get into the act and say thanks to our director, Jess Oppenheimer, and Madeline Pugh and Bob Carroll, Jr., who wrote the scripts with him. And thanks to Marlon Skiles for his original music, and Wilbur Hatch, who conducted the orchestra, and Ray Lithgow, our engineer, and Clark Casey for his fine sound effects. And a million thanks to Richard Denning, who just is George Cooper, and Ruth Parrott, who plays the part of Katie, and the Atterberries, Gail Gordon, and Bea Benaderet, and Frank Nelson, and Hans Conried, and you, Bob Lamont. And those wonderful Jell-O people who played the part of the sponsor and are just as nice as the desserts they make. We'll all be back on the 2nd of September. Goodbye, everybody, and thank you.
Be sure to see Lucille Ball and Bob Hope in that wonderful Paramount picture, Sorrowful Jones. It's playing at your favorite theater now. My Favorite Husband will be back at the same time starting September 2nd. See you then. Bob Lamont speaking.
From June 1st, 1949, My Favorite Husband on Classic Radio Theater. Friends, Laura Leibowitz at the International Jack Benny Fan Club is conducting a fundraiser to purchase the Maxwell that Jack rode in many movies for the fan club. Now, the International Jack Benny Fan Club is a 501c3 not-for-profit. Your donations are tax-deductible. Help preserve a slice of Jack Benny history by going online to their website, jackbenny.org. That's jackbenny.org, and help preserve the real-life Maxwell. If you enjoy our Classic Radio Theater broadcasts and want to start building a collection of your own, go to classicradio.stream. That's classicradio.stream. There you'll find links to great classic radio collections on CD, along with links to great reading on classic radio, plus Classic Radio Theater on demand. Check out our webpage, available now at classicradio.stream. That's classicradio.stream. And enjoy.
Been thinking about McDonald's all day. Can't get it off my mind. I can already taste it. Ooh, got my mind on my mouth and my mouth ready for some Mickey D's deal.
There's a deal for every moment at McDonald's.
Right now, get 2 of your favorites for just $3.50. Mix and match a classic McChicken, a hot and spicy McChicken, or a juicy McDouble. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal. Single item at regular price.
America's founders knew power corrupts, and ultimate power corrupts ultimately, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's why they built in checks and balances to prevent any one group from seizing all power.
And that's why our president is elected by a college of electors to protect the rights of little states like Delaware and Wyoming against giants like New York and California. After all, our country is a republic, the United States of America, not the United State. Our states are independent sovereign powers who created the federal government, not the other way around.
And that's why all power ultimately lies in we the people and the states, not a central dictatorship of cronies. Did you know that? Thank God for the U.S. Constitution.
Find out more how our amazing Constitution and Bill of Rights protect us, the citizens, against power-crazed politicians in Washington. Help us take back America. Go to ouramericanrights.com. Brought to you by the American Media Council.
Rockstar Radio. Did you know this station, this network, is looking for their next rockstar broadcaster? That's right, we are. And it could be you. It could be you interviewing the guests, talking to the newsmakers right in the middle of everything. Have you ever dreamed of being a rockstar show host? Now could be your chance. Together with this station, we'll help you with everything you need. The studios, the equipment, your own producer, a co-host if you'd like, and so much more. Broadcasting is changing. There's never been a need for fresh voices and unique opinions like there is right now. You can do this. Our professional team will guide you every step of the way. Sound effects, show content, building your social network media, and everything you need to be the next rockstar broadcaster. Get all the details. Email bill@rockstar.today. That's bill@rockstar.today to get started with your own show. Email bill@rockstar.today. That's bill@rockstar.today. Don't wait. You could be the next voice for America. Email bill@rockstar.today.
The only thing better than grinding all night for your side hustle is your roommate picking you up with Mickey D's breakfast. The perfect pickup deal.
There's a deal for every morning at McDonald's.
Right now, taste breakfast perfection when you get a warm and savory sausage McMuffin with egg for just $2.50. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
Close out this hour of Classic Radio Theater with an episode of Lum and Abner. This was originally broadcast July 1st, 1943.
And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, Lum has decided to take the direct approach in his courtship of Mabel Melrose. Instead of trying to curry favor by taking up every one of Miss Melrose's new ideas, he's going to come right out flat-footed and ask her to be his wife. And so as we look in on the little community today, it's early evening, and Lum is just arriving at Abner's house. But
just a minute. Oh, it's you, Lum. Well, come on in. I notice you're a little early, ain't you?
Well, I reckon I am a little. I've been ready for about 2 hours now.
Yeah.
How did I look?
Oh, you just look something wonderful. I notice you sure have got your hair slicked down good, you know it. Is that a good new necktie you got there, Lum?
No, I just tied it in a different place this time. The faded part's up under my collar, sort of.
Oh, yeah, look like a new one.
Yeah, stand close to me once and smell me.
I don't have to. I can smell you from here, Lum. You've got on perfume, you know.
No, it's some Cologne water.
Huh.
I tried some vanilla extract, but I never liked the smell of that. It made me hungry.
Oh, me too. Elizabeth uses it every once in a while. It makes me hungry for cake every time she does it.
I put this stuff on there. It's sort of like after-shaving lotion, I think.
Oh, it smells right smart like perfume to me.
Well, it is kind of like perfume, but it's the kind that men use, not women. Says it right on the bottle. Has Elizabeth went to her first aid meeting yet?
Oh, yeah. She's taken her bandages and left about, 15, 20 minutes ago, I reckon.
Oh, good. Are you sleepy? Well, you said you was going to bed early tonight so as not to disturb me and Miss Melrose none. Or listen to us, or spy on us, or nothing.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm pretty sleepy, I believe. The weekly paper come today, and I'll take that up to bed with me and read that for a little bit till I get sleepy.
Yeah, well, try to get to sleep as quick as you can, Abner. I don't want you listening to us.
Oh, well, I won't. Don't worry, Lum.
Well, whereabouts is Miss Melrose at now? Is she still upstairs?
Yeah, she's up in Little Pearl's room. She's taking that over now, you know.
Yeah, you told me.
She's more likely still primping and frizzing her hair, I reckon. I don't know. You want me to tell her you're down here when I go up to bed?
Well, no, just holler up and tell her. I don't want you to go just yet.
Well, I thought you and her wanted to be alone together, you said.
Well, we do, but not right away.
Oh.
You see, well, I sort of need you around to help me get the conversation started, sort of.
Well, Lum, you don't need to worry about starting a conversation with that woman. Big problem there is how to stop it. She'll take care of the talking. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, I know, but, well, to be right honest, Abner, I'm as nervous and jumpy as a rabbit's nose tonight.
You there?
Oh, look at my hands there.
For the land's sake.
Shaking like a fidgety leaf.
Yeah. Well, doggies, now that I take a good look at you, Lum, you don't look your level best. You're sort of pale looking.
I am, huh?
Yeah, but I tell you, quick as she comes downstairs, why, you'll start blushing, your heart start beating fast, and that'll just about bring you up to normal, I reckon. I tell you, I'll go call her right now.
Yeah, might as well, I reckon. Granted, I can't hardly believe I'm actually going to pre-post tonight.
Miss Melrose! Miss Melrose!
Yes?
Long's here.
Who?
Mr. Edwards, he's here.
Oh, tell him I'll be right down.
All right. She'll be right there. Well, I reckon you heard her if I did.
I heard her.
Yeah.
Abner, can you see my Adam's apple?
Huh? Oh, why, sure. It's right there above your collar, right in plain sight.
It felt just like I'd swallowed it then.
You're just nervous, Lum. No, it's still there. Honest it is.
Bobbing up and down like a churn dasher.
Yeah, it is sort of blinking backwards and forwards there.
I wished I could hold my hand steady. You know, this is the first time I ever pre-posed to Miss Melrose.
Well, I just hope you go through with it, Lum.
Oh, I will. I'm bound and determined this time.
It's that time.
Ain't gonna be no ifs or ands about it this time. Even got my speech all planned out. Starts out, I'm gonna kneel down on one knee and say, sweetheart, there comes a time in the life of all great men.
No use to go through with it now. You ain't gonna pre-post to me no way.
No, you might accept me.
No, I wouldn't do that, but she's liable to hear you. She's right upstairs there. And do you have to use them there purified subjunctive mood stuff in it, or has she give up that language idea and taken up some new idea today?
I don't know. I ain't talked to her yet today.
Well, every day she's got some new idea. Wait a minute, I hear her coming downstairs.
Uh-oh. How do I look? I asked you that once, though, didn't I?
Yeah, and I said pale.
Yeah. Now, recollect, you sat down with us, but just as quick as the conversation gets good and started, while you yawn and act sleepy and excuse yourself and go on to bed here.
Quick as the conversation gets started, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, mind out.
Oh, Mr. Edwards.
Oh, evening, Mom.
Mr. Edwards, how nice to see you. But how nice, how simply nice.
Well, thank you, Mom.
Shall we sit down? Oh, isn't it a lovely evening? Utterly lovely. The stars, the galaxies, just everything.
Good night, Mom.
Wait a minute, Abner. Where are you going?
Well, it started. I'm sleepy. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Oh, but do join us, please do.
Let him go. He's sleepy. He more than likely needs to sleep anyway. You see, he's my errand boy and everything at the store.
Oh, yes, you do look after him, don't you? Oh, how completely fraternal. Partners. Little pals. How utterly Damon and Runyon.
Well, yes, Mom, I reckon it is.
Just like David and Goliath, aren't you? Oh, how often I wish I were a man. A man in a man's world. Don't you?
Well, yeah, sort of. It would be now. Wait a minute. That's what I am's a man.
Oh, yes, you are, aren't you? Shall we sit here on the sofa?
Well,
yes, let's do.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, it's lovely here. Just sit right down here and tell me all about this big, wonderful proposal Abner mentioned yesterday.
Well, that is... Well, that's it right there.
That is. Come now, tell me all about it. Is it something exciting?
Well, no. That is, yes. That is, I mean, it's...
Oh, my dear man. Just look at your handshake. Lack of nutrition. That's it. Lack of nutrition. Do you eat the basic 7 every day?
The basic 7?
Oh, but we must, you know. The government says we must to preserve our health.
Well, if the government says so...
But it does. The U.S. needs us strong. Eat the basic 7 every day. That's the motto, you know. It's right on the chart.
The chart? What chart?
The official food chart. You should have copies of it displayed in your store, Mr. Edwards.
I should.
Oh, yes, but yes. It shows the basic 7. And we must all eat at least one food from each of the basic 7 every day, if we expect to keep America working at peak efficiency, you know.
Yeah, we got to do that, all right. But, Miss Melrose,
Not just the factory worker.
Yeah, but can't we take that some other time?
Oh, I did interrupt you, didn't I? You dear man. You had something to say to me.
Well, yes, Mom, I did, sort of. Or I do, I mean. You see, Well, I don't know hardly how to...
Go on, Mr. Edwards.
Well, there comes a time in the life of every man when...
Yes?
When he feels he can't travel the road of life by himself no longer.
Excuse me, did I leave the alarm clock in here?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh, yeah. There it is. Right here on the gramophone. Excuse me.
Good night, Abner.
Good night, love. Say, Miss Melrose, exactly what are them things that we're supposed to eat now? Them are basic 7?
Basic 7. They're utterly essential, you know, but utterly.
Well.
We must eat our way to health and victory. Wartime conditions demand proper nutrition. Simply demand it. Doctor shortages, food shortages make it but crucial that we eat better meals. The basic 7 every day.
Well, but now, just what are they?
Abner, do you have hidden hunger?
You mean sort of like sneaking out to the icebox?
Abner, go to bed, will you?
You don't feel hungry with hidden hunger.
Mom?
No. You're eating plenty of food, but not the right kind. No. You tire easily. You're more susceptible to illness. You cause millions, but millions of lost man hours.
I notice I do all that.
Just a second here. Abner, how come you knowed what we was talking about just now?
Let's see. I notice how come they two know that. Let's see. I notice, Lum. I believe I'm sleepy, I believe. Good night.
Yeah, well, that's better. Now then, Miss Melrose, we're all by ourselves again. As I was about to say...
You dear boy. Yes, go on.
There comes a time in the life of every man...
Remind me to have a talk with Abner tomorrow about the official food chart. America must be educated to the basic 7. It simply must.
Yes, Mom. Well, there comes a time in the life...
Group 5 of the basic 7, for example. Group 5 supplies the bodybuilding foods, you know. Those, so rich in protein. Mr. Edwards, do you eat sufficient protein each and every day?
No, Mom, I don't believe I do.
No?
I don't even know what one of them looks like.
Oh, but you find them in so many devastating dishes. Beef, veal, lamb.
There comes a time in the life
of liver, tongue,
great men like
sausage,
myself when he
bologna,
thinks of greater
rabbit,
things in a near
chicken,
existence.
duck, squash,
when love steals to a man's heart, his thoughts turned off home, and a wife to call his own.
Fried beans, peas, lentils, nuts.
Yeah, that's what I say, too.
I beg your pardon? Oh, now I'm interrupting you again, aren't I? Dear boy, please go on, do.
Well,
What was it you were going to propose that we do?
Why, I was just going to propose that we slip out to the icebox. Grannies, I never was so hungry in all my life.
I know you. That sounds good to me, too. Hearing her rattle off them there basic 7s is enough to starve a man to death. Come on, let's go back to the kitchen.
You know, while Abner Peabody was a married man through through all of the run of Lum and Abner, Lum never was able to come up with a successful courtship of any woman in the series. Lum and Abner, this originally broadcast July 1st, 1943, here on Classic Radio Theater. We hope you will visit our webpage, classicradio.stream. That is classicradio.stream. There you can stream our Classic Radio Theater podcasts on demand, learn more about classic radio collecting, and contact me directly if you have a mind to, classicradio.stream. And of course, our podcasts are available anywhere fine podcasts are served, totally free of charge. Check out the iHeartRadio app, check out Spotify, Spreaker, even at our website. Just search for USA Classic Radio Theater. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Wyatt Cox. Would you do me a favor, please, and thank this radio station? Support the advertisers, and as always, tell a friend the great radio shows are back. Classic Radio Theater here on your favorite station and the USA Radio Network.
Been thinking about McDonald's all day. Can't get it off my mind. I can already taste it. Ooh, got my mind on my mouth and my mouth ready for some Mickey D's deal.
There's a deal for every moment at McDonald's.
Right now, get 2 of your favorites for just $3.50. Mix and match a classic McChicken, a hot and spicy McChicken, or a juicy McDouble. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Been thinking about McDonald's all day. Can't get it off my mind. I can already taste it. Ooh, got my mind on my mouth and my mouth ready for some Mickey D's deal.
There's a deal for every moment at McDonald's.
Right now, get 2 of your favorites for just $3.50. Mix and match a classic McChicken, a hot and spicy McChicken, or a juicy McDouble. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with combo meal, single item at regular price.